Hey folks, DCT here, and of course, sorry for not being a little late in my last review, um, but hopefully my review will WWE Night Champions will be up, hopefully by Saturday or Sunday. So won't be that's gonna be my dates and everything else on Saturday and Sunday. So hopefully y'all will enjoy them. Anyway, also looking for cameos for my Night of Champions, no, not champ, but actually my Hell in a Cell review. If you want to be part of the cameo, link in the just go in the comments, PM me, that sort of thing. Okay, let's get this thing started. Let me talk about the WWE most notably. I did watch bits and pieces of Raw, and I watched Night of Champions and such. I'm not going to get a base review. I'm going to probably get more in depth in my review. But I'm just amazed how Nexus has completely, utterly fallen. I am amazed that this group has just been completely bitched out. I am amazed, but I shouldn't be amazed. I mean, can you tell me any stable besides Evolution and DX that has actually looked strong or looked competent or looked at least threatening or anything else? No. None of them. All they basically are just, I mean, it's just there. I mean, the Nexus started off big and they just petered out. Kind of like how Flash Forward went out. Oh, and by the way, speaking of new fall shows, the event, I saw most of it. Didn't film it, but you know what? The Hawaii 5-0, I'm going to be watching that on Monday nights. Yeah, I'm going to be watching that. Anyway, what else? Yeah, it just seems that the Nexus have been really not focused, but just, to me, just wasted potential. In fact, the entire NXT experience dating back to the first one has been wasted potential. And the reason why I feel that is because they say it's like reality, but it's not. To me, what they could have done to make the show original, could have made the show better, is to show these guys, not only have wrestling matches, but actually show these guys training with their pros. Show these guys and gals training with them, talking with them, having these interviews and everything else. I mean, make the matches seem important, but also see why these guys are, who these guys are, what are their goals, that's what they see them traveling to events across the world. It's like, for example, Miz and Daniel Bryan and Danielson. See, you can actually plant the seeds of how that would have been a lot more interesting. And they would have shown the Miz going out of the world. We have people start recognizing Daniel Bryan more than the Miz, saying, "Hey, I'm U.S. champion, tag team champion. Why aren't there people respecting me? I did all these things." And yet he goes around the Indies or goes to Japan or what have you, and wows some people, and yet he's getting more moments from me. What the hell? Really build that thing up and make things a little more personal. Open up these guys like they really are. Open it up and give them a part of their soul. See, that's what I want to see that. Instead of just matches and bland matches over and over, stupid gimmicks like this whole optional course. Instead of that, show the people who these guys are. Instead of telling them they are, show, don't tell. Jerry Young's South Beach Party Boy or anything. No. I don't see you telling me these things. Show me these things. Show about his nightclub. Show the nightclub. Have him invite Punk over there. See and everything else. And see how awkward the straight society looks upon him or anything else. See how he works without that dynamic. See, you're more interested in that show instead of the whole gimmick of having basically Double Dare or everything else. right there. Will be more interesting. Showing, not telling. You have to show, don't tell. I knew we could have had something really important with NXT, and they completely utterly failed at that. But as Nexus, they did. Some of it's not their fault. Some of it's, to me, Daniel Bryan. I think that the Daniel Bryan thing, I think he should. Personally, I think the Daniel Bryan Miz thing, they should have got this thing a lot earlier. Heck, have Miz win a contract from like the general manager Bret Hart, saying we just signed this new guy. Bret Hart signed Daniel Bryan, what have you. Get him truly over, and have him fight for the U.S. title or something. Meanwhile, Nexus, the guys in NXT saying, hey, he was the loser. Not only was he number one, and he was eliminated. Think it's a contract? While we're doing all these damn obstacle courses, screw him. They could actually form a group or anything else in spite of him, tear down the whole set thing like they did in U.S. Choice Raw, and really have a foundation and everything else. Sure, I wouldn't have eliminated Darren Young because that would have made, Darren Young, you keep Darren Young around, that sort of thing. I would have had him, win at SummerSlam. I think they should have won at SummerSlam. Have them win at SummerSlam. And if Steps After You would have been injured, you can plug Darren Young or Darren Young and Justin Gabriel to win the tag team belts and have the Freebird rule at Night of Champions. And also build up these guys. Really build up to the point of saying, these guys are important. These guys are really a threat, which WWE haven't really done. Hell, in the pay-per-view showings, they look more incompetent than threats. Let's look at the pay-per-views. First, they come out and beat Cena. And, the first one, Fatal 4-Way, they looked okay. Then the next one, Money in the Bank, they get punked out by two refs. Then the next one, they get decisively defeated by a guy who not only got jumped by his two tag partners, John Cena, what have you. Not only got outside interference help from The Miz, taking out Daniel Bryan, but also get DDT'd on concrete and still win. John Cena still wins. I don't know about that. That just really blows my mind. And then at Champions, John Cena takes all of them out with like a freaking chair shot. It's sad. It's really sad. And these guys could have been something great. Instead, they're just bland. Especially Michael Tarver, who I really think so. To me, Michael Tarver could be something really good, but instead I think they ruined him. I just watched like 4 minutes of Raw and have see this one weak ass kick, and then next thing you know, he's tapping out to the STF. Fuck you, John Cena. I'm sorry. That was just the last straw. I didn't care for anything else like that. I did watch Morrison and Jericho, and that sort of thing. But even Edge and Zack Ryder, hopefully they're building something for him. They're building Zack Ryder a lot better than the Nexus right now. But just, what's the whole point? It's just sad. I know I've seen it, just sad. Ugh. I don't know. It's frustrating. These guys could have been great, but instead they're just, they're not really as great. That's all I have to say. It's Duke CT here. Don't forget, if you want a cameo in my next review, the review of my Hell in a Cell review, leave a comment, PM me. Also, my next radio show, my next podcast, is going to be about the WWE's under investigation. I will be talking about that in depth, and hopefully, link in the description. Hopefully, you'll join me in the chat room talking about the whole world, WWE independent contractors and such. Hopefully, you will join me, and yeah, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. I might do some video responses tomorrow to some interesting videos. Not telling you yet, but I will be doing some. Yeah, that's all. It's just, that's all I gotta say. Maybe a political video this week if I have time. That's all. That's all I gotta say. Right now, it's Duke CT here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. And don't forget, Mount Champions review will be up by Saturday, hopefully. And if you want to do a cameo on my Hell in a Cell, on my Hell in a Cell review, leave a comment and leave a PM. Thank you, and peace.